with my scouts on future adventures. It's easy to overlook our own health and fitness when we're planning high adventure with our scouts. High adventure trips are physically demanding and have inherent risks. Serious illnesses and injury can occur when you're not prepared, including strains, sprains, fractures, and cardiac events, which can be further compounded by being in a backcountry location far from emergency services. A full list of potential medical risks can be found here. But our motto in the Boy Scouts of America is be prepared. Part of being prepared for going on high adventures is learning how to mitigate these risks by honestly identifying our own medical issues and physical limitations, in addition to those of our scouts, before we are on our trip. Physical fitness looks different for every person and is based on each person's unique combination of physical capabilities and health needs. The best and safest way to determine what your personal health and physical fitness goals should look like is to consult with your healthcare providers before you begin any training regimen. The first thing you can bring with you to help start that conversation with your healthcare provider is the annual health and medical record, which you can find here at scouting.org. Part C of the annual health and medical record, which is required for resident camps, events longer than 72 hours, and high adventure activities, helps your medical provider evaluate each of your major body systems. It also contains a chart to help you and your provider to determine if your weight and height puts you at a risk for high adventure activities. If you are attending one of BSA's high adventure bases, be sure you also review the High Adventure Risk Advisory section for the base you are attending with your healthcare provider. The risk advisories for each base can be found here. The risk advisory provides detailed information on the extent of the physical and psychological demands you will encounter on your adventure, which many providers may not be familiar with. You'll need to have an open and honest conversation with your provider about whether it is appropriate for you to go on the adventure. If you determine the trip is appropriate, the next step is to form a fitness and health care plan with your provider to ensure you are physically fit enough to meet the challenge. Besides, being physically prepared for your adventure will greatly enhance the enjoyment of your trip. For me personally, my doctor recommended losing weight, strength training, and building my cardiorespiratory fitness, and I began a year-long program to meet those goals. I am happy to report my efforts to be prepared led to a very enjoyable canoe trek at Northern Tier. If you're preparing to go on a high adventure, consider presenting the Be Prepared for High Adventure safety moment at your next troop or committee meeting. This safety moment will help you start a conversation with both your scouts and your adult volunteers about honestly assessing readiness. Just like your scouts, it's important to begin working on your own health and physical fitness with your healthcare provider long before your high adventure. As adult volunteers, we can lead by our own example of being prepared.
Okay, I apologize for the talking over everybody. Let me stop this. My headphones got disconnected, so I couldn't hear what y'all were saying. I apologize. I see Dr. Margot here, and I'm going to give him the opportunity before we get started real quick to give us an update on our.
Everybody, can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So we'll be quick. Risk Management Committee met on Monday, and overall, we are seeing some cases of COVID coming back. I talked to at least one of the health authorities whose personal opinion is that we will most likely everyone's going to be at high risk for catching COVID again. Some of the articles I read online talked about it's not a matter of if, but when you get COVID again, even if you've had it before. Best recommendation right now for protecting yourselves is to get vaccinated and or boosted. I believe down to 6 to 11-year-olds now have the ability to get their first booster. So if you have that option, I would recommend doing that. Again, always talk to your family doctor before doing anything else. But that's what the recommendations are coming out right now. So if you have any questions about that, feel free to ask. So for the time being, we'll be going forward, at least council-wide, and with council activities. Always your council, your charter organization will make those decisions for your individual unit. But for council activities and at camp, we are going to continue with the single household per tent. And by that, I mean, if you guys all live together, whether you're directly related or not, but you're under the same roof, you can share a tent. Otherwise, it really should be single occupancy tents. And that's it. Unless there's any questions.
Any thoughts about summer camp? And just that's the only additional stipulation right now.
Yeah, that's different. Or well, I mean, we're just going to continue that. I had those questions already asked a couple of times since it looked like things are getting better. And the positive thing is that even though we're seeing more cases, they don't seem to be ended up in the hospital. So people are home for 3 or 4 days, maybe a week, maybe 5 days, 6 days, that they're feeling crummy, and then they bounce back and then they're fine. So that's the one positive thing about the strains that are out there. Eventually, just the way pandemics work and nasty infections like this work, that will be the kind of the rule more than the exception, where we're going to probably see fewer and fewer hospitalizations. Obviously, if you're high risk, if you have asthma, if you have diabetes, heart issues, lung issues, COPD, then you definitely want to get as boosted as possible, probably your second booster if you're not already boosted. And again, continue with the other risk mitigation strategies. So far strategies have been working well, so I would continue to do that. We're not going to change anything else at camp as far as backing off on anything based on where we've been at the last couple activities. Does that answer your question, Mike? I'm sorry.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Anybody else?
So keep doing. We're going to keep doing the drive-through. You drive up, check in, just like we've done for camp. It's worked well so far, and we've been able to avoid it. Obviously, if anybody's sick, they need to go home. If you guys can do temperature checks before you load up the car, if you're bringing more than one, more than your own family, let's do that. That way we avoid the risk of having to turn the whole car around.
And one more opportunity. Anybody have any questions for the good doctor?
All right, fellas, I'm going to have to join the National Accounts President's meeting, so I'm going to hop over to there now.
Okay.
Our board just met, so thank you to all our board members of CISO and all the others who again make running the council possible.
Thank you, sir. All right. Very good. Okay.
Everybody.
Sorry, I'm bouncing back and forth here. Just to let you know, we did have a agenda plan for us tonight, and we've completed this portion of it. The attendance, I'll have to work on that since Patty hasn't made it to me yet. But I tell you what, Noel, do you have a busy time where you're around your breakout room tonight?
I'm sorry, Mr. Ernie, what was that?
Do you have a busy time for your breakout room tonight?
Well, I was just going to discuss some. It ties hand in hand with the physically strong. My main thing, and I can talk to Victoria Trevino about it, is for them just to have their medical forms in place. Just have that up to date, and just have your Cub Scouts and your adult leaders fill out those, I believe it's form A, B, and like B1 and B2. You can find those forms on scouting.org/health- and dash safety backslash AHMR backslash. I'll type it in our chat. But that was pretty much it, Mr. Henry. I was just going to discuss that.
Okay, see, pack 33. Looks like pack 33. Wow, great. Okay, thank you, Noel. If it's okay, we're going to just stay in this room and just make discussion about the different important points of the breakout rooms and get into the committee chairs that might show up as well. We always invite the committee chairman to speak out about the various things. And I know y'all are interested about summer camp, so that'll be one of them we do discuss as we go through these. But I'll go down my list here just to make sure we don't miss anything. Michael Hall, are you able to talk now about wood badge and training?
Yes.
You're open floor now.
Oh, okay. Yes, this Saturday, at Camp Perry, starting at 8:30, we are having a den leader training. Then after that, we'll be turning the pack committee members training. Then right after that, be Cub Scout training, Cub Master training. Then right after lunch, we will have, I believe, is the troop committee member training, and I think the last one is the merit badge counselor training for this weekend. I'll be there at Camp Perry all day doing those trainings. The registration is up on the calendar for this Saturday. So please come and join it. If you have any packs or troop members that need to train, please have them come out. For wood badge, wood badge is October 7th, 8th, and 9th, and 22nd and 23rd. And he'd be there for both weekends. It's only a 5-day course. It's a great course, great leadership course. For wood badge, I believe most of them here that been through wood badge. If not, please, this spot's limited right now. So if you like to help recruit these your leaders to go to wood badge, have them please sign up before all the spots be taken away. I think we're up to, I can't tell how many we have so far, but as long as we have more than 30 by October, we should be good to go. And we're just getting close about that. So like again, if you are wood badge, already have wood badge, and we like to staff June 11th, we be having our training June 11th at Camp Perry. If you want to help out and staff with us, please let me know. Send me an email or anything like that. If you need more information about wood badge, I think Mike Henry has it on the share. Let's see it on the screen. It's on the council website. I believe there's videos too. It's a great learning tool. A lot of people paid tons of money from corporations for this training. It's not just as being how to be a Cub Scout leader or Boy Scout leader. It goes way beyond that. It's more your personal leadership role as anything like that. How to be a good leader or how to be a good communicator in the everyday life, not just scouting life too. So this is a great course. I believe a lot of people pay thousands of dollars for this course, and we have it for what, $280. Registration is open. We do have a split payment option. You pay half now and half later on it. Like I said, please, if you're willing to go, please sign up for the course. It's a great course. I believe all the wood badges here stay the same. And this is the first year of the new course. So it's a milestone for this one. It'll be our first time we're in this type of course because they changed it to the new mark. So thank you, Mike. Have you any
Okay.
questions?
Look, it's exciting. Looking forward to seeing it happen. Those that you haven't taken it, it's worth it to sponsor a little bit of help to get one of your adult leaders into Wood Badge and make that course complete. And they'll come back with some tools that even their wives or spouses will wonder why they did that. How come they got that kind of skill? So it's a great course, a mountaintop experience. I order the arrow. I don't see them here. I know I got a letter about the an upcoming ordeal perhaps coming up, and that's all I can tell you about that. For Spring Cub Adventure, Noel, you'll have one planning it in the planning process for later on in the year, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. For summer camp, let me at the late in the process. In fact, just before the National Camping School took place in Camp Straight, they asked me to take the Wood Badge course director course, and so it looks like I'm the course director for summer camp. So I'm hitting it running. There's a lot going on, a lot of changes. We have registrations going on. Unfortunately, it seems a lot of the troops are going out of council. A lot of our past staff have gone to like Philmont and Camp Straight to service up there instead of down here at our own council. We're encouraging local troops to please consider sending their new scouts, the scouts that recently joined, let this be their first camp at Camp Perry. Our experience is that if they go out to a camp far away from home and come Tuesday, normally it's about Tuesday, they start missing home. They start feeling alone and upset, and that far away is sometimes difficult to overcome. And at Camp Perry, you can come Wednesday night, which is our parents' night, and visit with your scouts, and then go back home, and you'll help them realize that experience is a great experience for them. So we're encouraging you to encourage your units to send their newer scouts at least to summer camp at Camp Perry. The dates, because of all the registration that's already gone on, and all our registration is coming from one local troop and troops in Oklahoma City, Houston, San Antonio, Austin. So we are going to start our first full week of summer camp July the 4th. And I don't see, are y'all seeing the shared screen? It doesn't look like my screen is shared. Let me try it again. There, it looks like it's shared now. So summer camp registration is open now for staff and the troops. July 4th through the 8th is our first week, and July 11th through the 15th is the second week, which would have been our third and fourth week. But with the way registration is already gone and what we hear, it's going to come up to be July the 4th as our first week, and July 8th is our second week. And we are having to, as our registration for staff occurs, we have to revise the schedule a little bit. It's just moving stuff morning and evening. But the courses will be offered. It's just we're having to do a slight bit of rearrangement and hopefully get that in the next day or two, get that squared away to where we can publish the leader's guide, the latest leader guide with all the corrections. So that's what's going on with summer camp. Before we go on, any questions about that?
Well, Mike,
Yes,
looking
Narciso.
at the merit badge schedule and how you have it laid out here. Down at the bottom, you have under shooting sports, you have archery for a 2-hour class. one in the morning and one in the evening. And usually archery is only a 1 hour.
Okay, I'm taking notes here. It was set up by Rudy, so
Okay.
we'll go ahead and get that 1 hour. So was it 2 1 hour courses in the morning and 2 in the afternoon, or?
I guess it's best just to, in the way you have it here, you have under rifle shooting, you have a class in the morning and a class in the evening. And we've never really filled up 2 classes. How does registration look so far?
I haven't seen it myself. Like I
Okay.
said, Rudy's been working that.
Well, if possible, if we can make 1 rifle class in the morning and then 1 shotgun class in the, well, let's switch that around. If we can do the shotgun class, 2 hour class in the morning and not to conflict with archery,
I see.
and then rifle in the afternoon, that'll help me because I'm just anticipating that I'm going to have trouble with instructors, as a few of them have already let me know that they're not going to be in town.
Okay. All right. I'm supposed to meet with Rudy, so we'll go ahead and see if we can get that squared away. Maybe he'll come in by the time the meeting's over and join us, and we can discuss that directly with him. Okay.
We can take a little time about that on the shooting sports, but this is going to be the same schedule for both weeks.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. That's all the question I had.
All right. Good questions, and sorry I can't give you the exact answer, but
No.
we'll get it.
We'll work
Okay. Coming up also in next year is the National Jamboree, and it's Oscar Garza is going to be talking about that tonight.
So we are starting registration now so we can start interviewing for the National Jamboree. It's going to be taking place at the summit in West Virginia. We are planning on going up there July 15th, being able to go to DC, Washington, D.C. ahead of time, 4 days there with activities planned for the Scouts, and then heading to West Virginia on the 19th, returning on the 28th on a Friday. We're talking about having 8 adults. I already have 4 adult teams with me, including myself. And we're going to be working with 236 Scout troops. That's our plan. Ages are from 12 years old, and they have to be 12 years old by the time the Jamboree starts, which would be the 19th with a first class rank. And then up to, believe it or not, 20 years old. The 18 to 20-year-old group used to be known or going in as the junior Scoutmasters to help. But because they did not have Jamboree 2 years ago because of COVID, they've now added 1 more adult to our staff, and the 18 to 20-year-olds will be able to participate as Scouts. We just have to, they have to follow the rules as adults though, since they're over 18. So our numbers are probably going to be limited on 18 to 20-year-olds because we want the younger Scouts to attend. We'll be starting interviewing probably not this weekend, but next weekend. They do need to make sure that they register to the national site, jamboree.scouting.org. And once they register, all that gets filtered back to us. And then we will start figuring out what our payment schedule is going to be and start going from there. I think it's going to be exciting. It's going to be the first really big event since COVID, since they didn't have it before. I know I was part of the contingent that went in 2017. They're expecting anywhere of between 12 to 15,000 Scouts there. And they've already told us right now that they've already updated certain things there at the summit from the last time I was there. So I think it's going to be very, very exciting. So any of your scouts that are interested in, there did a flyer did go out yesterday through Mr. Henry to all the scout masters and key 3 members of all the troops within our council. If you have any questions, just let me know.
Any questions for Austin? All righty. Again, Patty's not here. The commissioners, we're looking forward to commissioners working at summer camp with us. And Julian hasn't shown up yet. He's also going to be, he's going to step down from being the camp ranger in summer camp, and he's going to be our program chair, our program director for summer camp. And he is busy. Let me tell you, he's really busy getting everything at Camp Perry up to date and fulfilling some of the shortcomings that were discovered at our last national inspection, camp inspection. And we expect to, again, be successful with that. There's I'm sorry, with a few we have breaking out to sessions is going to be talking to ourselves. So if there's any questions you have in general, we'd like to go ahead and try to address those. If you have suggestions for roundtables, either put them in the chat or let's discuss them now. We do have this on recording for the on the RioGrandeCouncil.org YouTube channel. We record our roundtables and place them on there. So this one again will be on our roundtable page tomorrow, later on tonight actually. But we'll offer that next month we're going to skip for summer camp. But to get things started quickly, there's a lot going on. Let me find a page here. I'll put that on there. It's for from another council, but it's about the scouting year, the year of scouting. And Roger Mantoni sent that to me, and it has a lot of information in it. And I wanted to share that link with you, if I may. Just you can see I've got a lot of links here. Maybe you can't see, but let me get that, or you can share it with your units and trying to read and talk, and that's almost hard to do for me. I'm looking for roundtable links. Another wonderful thing that happened was I broke my glasses while I was at camp school, and so I'm wearing glasses with one earpiece on it to read, and it takes a little bit of work to get everything on the same, so I need to delete a lot of pages here, looks like. I'll get to roundtable yet. Must got buried somewhere. Well, looks like I'm not finding it. But the Houston Area Council, Sam Houston Area Council has a page on the life of scouting, and it has a great deal of resources on ideas, things to do, how to train your leaders. There will be scout leader training on the 11th. I do know that. I'm just not seeing. I'm sorry. So anyway, ideal year scout. Maybe I've got it right here. I can get that link in the chat for you. So let me go ahead and make sure this is showing for you. This will, like I said, give you a lot of ideas, ideals for packs and troops and crews. And each one of these is a link with a lot of information on it. So the planning guide and a planning calendar. So this will help you, especially working with the year's plans. So this link is there. Let me put that in the chat, and then you can grab that if you like. I think you'll find that very helpful for your year. And so there it is in the chat. So you can grab that. And I'm going to go ahead and say we wish you all a great summer, and keep posted about the summer camp and about other activities coming up. Let's make this a great year. And with that, unless anybody has a final comment, we'll say good. Well, let's see. I think if Pack 33 is our champion tonight, because I see more of the 33 than any other unit. So congratulations to Pack 33 for your attendance tonight, and we'll get you in the office on the display, and we'll get your certificate sent to you as well. So congratulations, Pack 33. So hooray. And
Thank you, Mr. Henry.
thank you, Noel. And thank you so much for all you do. Appreciate it.
Thank you, everyone.
All right. Well, yeah, y'all guys, I'm going to say good night to you and wish you the best. Thank you. Good night.
Mr. Henry,
Yes, sir.
I have a quick question for you.
No problem. You want me to stop the video?
Sure.